Hi, the date is the 6th of June, 2026, and I've officially been going to the gym for 3 months. And so I'm up here on a kind of mountain overlooking the beach, and I can't step backwards or might fall off, but I wanted to talk about my experience going to the gym and kind of maybe some tips for someone else who wants to go to the gym, and maybe just a few little things I've learned from going to the gym. So first off, consistency. Now, obviously we know consistency is important, but by getting consistency, there's different ways to get it. And it's very windy. I hope I put a little fluffy thing on the mic to make sure it doesn't do the wind, but hopefully that works. Consistency, what I was saying. And to get consistency, you need to go over and over again. But that's just the thing. You just need to go over and over again. You don't need to have a super complex workout that you do every time. You just need to go to the gym. Even if you just walk in and do one workout, if you develop that habit of going to the gym, that will make the consistency part so much easier. And then next is going into the gym, because going into the gym for the first time or just going into the gym is really nerve-wracking, because there's like people working out, people look at you, and a bunch of stuff going on. You don't know what's going on. And so 2 suggestions for going into the gym, maybe with a bit more confidence or a bit more direction: music, to kind of, especially for me personally, because all those sounds and stuff, it's like a lot, and then everything's going on. I'm like, okay, what do I need to go do? I need to do something. I look like an idiot just standing here. But first, music, to kind of get you in the vibe. And then second is knowing where you're going. So for me personally, it was easiest to just go straight to the treadmills every time, because lets you warm up, gets your endorphins going, and it's just a direction. So every time I walk in, have my music on, go straight to the treadmill, and that just gets me in the gets me ready to work out. Other things, when choosing a workout, you got kind of options. Like you could go overall, full body, different parts of you, like arms one day, legs one day. That's really popular. But like, to exercise for health, you really just need to go on walks, and just go on walks and do like body weight exercises. But the gym is really good for targeting a specific thing. So let's say you want bigger forearms or broader shoulders, or stronger legs or stronger calves. You can really target a specific thing with multiple workouts and hit all the muscles around it. For me personally, I just kind of wanted the experience of going to the gym, so I just did full body. So I hit my entire body every day, which was it started off really hard, and there's a lot of fatigue, especially when you start going to the gym. The first 3 days are going to be so hard, because your joints, your muscles, all of it, you're going to get delayed onset muscle soreness. Your joints are going to hurt. It's going to feel like you might be damaging something when you're lifting the weights, even though it's not that much. Well, there's a wasp. All right. But if you just keep going, it gets so much easier. Like, so the first time, or the first 2 or 3 times, it's so hard afterwards. But once your body is used to it, it gets so much easier. And that's even waiting for like a week or 2 and then going back, that hits again. In terms of my personal journey, I hit full body, then I kind of want broader shoulders, so I started working at my shoulders a bit more. In terms of consistency, earlier on, I did longer workouts but less workouts, and then I started shifting into that shorter workouts but more workouts, and it actually made a huge difference. A lot of fatigue. I was definitely fatigue maxing with doing supersets, which is doing one workout, and when I'm resting that workout, I do another one. And it's so important to get sleep, drink enough water, and eat enough protein, and eat enough carbs as well, because slimming down is a different story, but building muscle and being able to recover fast enough, you need a decent amount of carbs. Other than that, the gym was a really good place to socialize. There was it's easy to socialize because, you're kind of have a goal and you're doing your own thing, and other things can come up in that, like if someone's on your machine. If it's a guy, I'll go up to him and I'll be like, hey, are you, what's it called? Like, hey, are you, how many sets do you have left? And then he'll be like that, and then I'll be like, oh, hey, I'm new to the gym. Would you mind showing me the form? And then he'll show me the form, and then I'm learning, but I'm also socializing. I'm to give him a fist bump, and then when I see him the next time in the gym, fist bump. Hey man, what's up? How you been? And that's a good way to socialize, and it gives you an entry on talking to anyone, because you can just say, hey, how many sets do you have left? Or hey, I wish I could do that much weight, Or hey, you got a really cool build. Or hey, how do I do that? I'm newer to the gym. And it's good because it's not just I don't want to sound ignorant when I say this, but it's not just talking to guys and talking to girls. What I mean is you can talk to both, and you can flirt a little bit. Of course, you don't want to make it too awkward because you'll probably have to see them again a lot in the gym, but it's definitely a good place to meet people. Unfortunately for me, I never really saw too many people my age at the gym. It was either older or younger, so I didn't really get that opportunity. But it was cool because I made some friends, and I made some friends with some of the guys and some of the girls. I wouldn't say friends, but kind of acquaintances. So I'll wave to them if I see them, and or like that, yeah. But definitely not a bad place to socialize. In terms of where I'm going now, I'm going to start focusing more on, I've gone to the gym consistently. I kind of understand what it's like. I'm proud of my growth, but I don't think I'm going to carry on going to the gym. As I said, I was just doing full body because I didn't really have a specific goal in mind other than the broadening the shoulders, but I'm not really too worried about that anymore either. So I think I'm going to shift back over to maybe some more walks, maybe some climbing, and more fitness style exercise. But yeah, I'd say the gym is definitely good, especially if you don't have either the ability or the availability of those other fitness exercises, or you just don't like being outside as much. It's really good if you want. But yeah, and my phone likes to pause the video whenever I run out of battery or the storage gets too full. The wind is really blowing up here as well. But I've kind of said all I wanted to say for the video. And yeah, that's definitely go to the gym if you want to target a specific thing, or if you are feeling like you want to go for you. Because it's a very good way to work out and meet people and all of that. But it's getting super windy up here, so I'm probably going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. That's the end of the video.